Laredo Kid with me now. We're going to be talking about Impact Wrestling's return to Chicago. But one thing I did want to ask, some people might not know the inspiration behind your name. It's where you're from, Nuevo Laredo.
Oh yeah. Because the city is New Laredo, and another city close from here is Laredo, Texas. They put me like the one promoter of here from New Laredo. They put me the name like you are the Laredo Kid, because when I started, I was so young, like 16 years old when I started the business.
You're going to be part of Impact Wrestling's return to Chicago. There's two events on the schedule. First up is Impact Emergence, and then Second City Slamm. This is an important event, not only for Impact Wrestling going to Chicago, but Cicero, where the event is actually being held, has a very significant Hispanic population. How important is it for wrestling companies to get into these markets? Like, how do you view that as sort of expanding the fan base that way?
I think that we have a lot of fans right now in Chicago, a lot of Latinos. They want to see this kind of show, like Lucha Libre show. And right now with Bandido and Ray Otis and the company, we are more luchadores in Impact Wrestling. And Impact right now is growing up with all this trouble with all these tours we have in different cities.
You're seeing not only an emphasis on companies like Impact bring in the right talent, but you're also seeing an emphasis on getting into these cities and expanding the fan base, putting importance on, the right markets, and connecting in that way too. But how important has it been, not just having luchador wrestlers, but also wrestlers like a Taya Valkyrie that has ties to the Hispanic community, or has worked in Mexico? Like, how important is it to have it be both about the fan and the wrestler?
I think it's so important because right now all this talent they have, like you say, like Taya right now, Bandido, Ray Otis, they have more big roster and a great roster, because right now I think there's a lot Latin people there in United States and different cities, and with these wrestlers, they bring more fans for Impact Wrestling. Right now, this company is growing up a lot for all these fans. They have a lot of fun with the roster they have, like all the X Division guys, all the heavyweights guys, all the diva they have, all the wrestlers, and I think they just need some luchadors, some Latin people there, and right now they have two more. Like Taurus and me, we are four, and like Kaya, they know the lucha libre style too. And then the Mexican people right now, we have more fans right now in Impact, the Mexican side.
Yeah, and I did want to mention, you pointed out, Bandito and Ray Horace will also be at the Chicago shows. They were just announced. You'll be there, as I mentioned. Anything in particular you'd like not only to show maybe the local Chicago audience, but is there something specific that you want to show Impact Wrestling fans that maybe they haven't seen yet?
Yes, of course. We have with a lot new ideas to do. Oh, always I do some match in the ring. I'm try to do my best. Always try to do my best and something different to get the people inside with me to feel that I feel there in the ring. Always I do with a lot of passion in the ring, and always a different crowd, different moves, different matches. And this time I think that I feel so excited to do something different, something cool for all my fans in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this week's, as we're talking now, it's Friday. This week's episode of BTI, you were in action against Johnny Swinger. So it's worth pointing out that you're getting more opportunities to sort of show what you can do, but also highlight some of the diversity of the Impact Wrestling roster. Obviously, Johnny Swinger's not a luchador, but it was a really fun match that kind of got to show both of your skill sets.
Yes. This is why I feel good because I have a lot of wrestlers. Can I do good matches with everybody because they have a great wrestler, like you say, like it's fun for the people, but we can prove that all the styles in the ring we can mix it, and then it's something cool for the fans that they love this because it's so different to see those two luchadors in the ring. If you see like Johnny Singler with Laredo Kid and one-on-one, and then like you say, he is not luchador. He have different style, but we can do a great match, and the people love that match. He laughing, but he was excited for do all that dive that I do, right?
Mm-hmm. Usually I do a watch list feature where I'll ask talent for their recommendations for different matches, and that's one of them. That's your most recent match to air, but is there any match or matches maybe in particular that you think represent you as a performer, maybe, best represents who you want the Impact Wrestling fans to see?
Yeah, I think that when I have the matches with the old guys, the exhibition, I think that represent my style. Like if I have with Speedball, Mike Bailey, with Trey Miguel, Chris Bay, with all these guys, I think that the people love see this kind of matches. But in particular, I want a match with Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, because I don't have much with this guy, but I saw this guy when I started in this business, and then it's something cool is be there with that great wrestler in their locker room and see that maybe one day I have that shot to the sound match with that guys.
They were just fighting for a spot, a title shot in the World Heavyweight Championship division. I know you've sort of focused on the X division, but would you consider moving into that division to face one of those guys, since that's where they're kind of focused right now?
Yes, of course, yeah, because it's like one of my dream matches, and I wanna do really I wanna do one of these matches. But if I have another shot, I take it. If I have one day I have the opportunity for the exhibition belt, I take it. If I have the opportunity with I have a match with something like with a hard spring like Chris Sabin, I take it.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's potential matches in the world title division, potential matches in the X division. Have you maybe considered the tag title division? You don't have a partner right now, but is there anybody that you would like to work with as a tag team?
Yeah, right now, yeah, with Bandido, I do sometimes tag team with Bandido, and I think we can do a great tag team lucha with Bandido. Maybe Bandido Laredo Kid. We go working for the tag team belt. I think the good match, and
I think you have some time to maybe pitch that for Chicago. That's your first chance to really do that. So maybe put it out there. Tag team match in Chicago. It'd be, I think plenty of people would be open to seeing that.
that's cool. That's a great idea that you say, because yeah, we have like four luchadores, and somebody we can do a tag team. Maybe me and Horus, or maybe me and Taurus, and try to work for the tag team belt. I think they're gonna be good matches with that idea, right?
Luchadors have always sort of been you've kind of closely guarded your identities, and people respect that. But how do you try to open up to people and maybe try to keep your persona relevant with fans? Like, do you try to use social media to your benefit?
Yeah. It's not too hard because we have a lot. Like me, I have like 19 years in the business, and I be- I start in this business, and I don't know how to take all this, with the mask, all this take the fans to show how I do my things. Right now with the media social, like you say, like in my Instagram, always I put in my histories like how I training, how I do, what I do, and the people love that and see me with the mask, and I had different mask, different colors. I try to build something for my fans always to put the positive day for everybody,
Mhm. I'll let you go on this one. You've been involved in a few hair versus mask, lucha de apuestas matches, and it's been a few years since you've had one. Is that a match that you would consider revisiting in Impact Wrestling? Because that's another way to sort of bring lucha libre culture or lucha libre match types to the United States. Is that one that you would consider having again?
Yes, of course. I think that maybe some people, some fans don't love too much that kind of matches. But this for us, for the luchadors, this is the most important matches we have in our career. The When you have mask versus mask, this a great crazy match, and it's like the more important in your career. We have good matches, important matches like the for the belts, tournaments, everything. But the most dangerous or most important for one wrestler, for one luchador, is the mask versus mask, mask versus hair.
So if the match was to happen, whose head do you want to shave?
Right now
We have
I
to.
can do that match with. Yeah, it's hard, but we have a lot of good wrestlers there. I don't know if it's Chris Bay because they have the bullet glue, everything. Maybe they support Chris Bay for some match, air versus mask, and maybe I can do with all my luchadors versus the bullet glue and Chris Bay mask versus mask, and maybe the people want to see Chris Bay ball.
Yeah, I mean, I have to stick. I have to favor you. I don't want to ask you what you think about losing your mask. I have to spin it. I have to ask
Yeah,
who
of
you want to
course.
see bald. There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a few guys on the Impact roster right now that have some nice long hair. So maybe Chris Bay, maybe Bullet Club, but we'll have to wait and see if that happens. I'd also, as we said, maybe we get a tag team match involving you, Ray Horace, Bandito, or that combination. But Impact returns to Chicago for Emergence and Second City Slam, August 12th and 13th. Looking forward to seeing you on that show, and I wanted to thank you once again for your time. Laredo Kid.
And thank you for support me and all the fans. I hope they be ready for this 12 and 13 Chicago because we try to do my best in their matches